How would you describe your personal brand? What are you known for? How would someone describe you to a friend or coworker in a few words? Is that brand a true reflection of who you are and the gifts you have available to share with the world? Or is it an inaccurate misconception we passively allowed to continue? Or maybe even the echoes from a different phase of our lives that is no longer applicable? Once we take the time to reflect on those and some related questions, only then can we effectively move forward in identifying our true brand, an accurate representation to the world of who we really are or have the potential to be. The character traits, tendencies, and potential impact we desire to carry forward through this journey of life. Welcome to the Catalyst 360 podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Brad Cooper of Catalyst Coaching 360, and today's special 6-minute boost will focus on the opportunity every single one of us has to consider our true identity, make valuable adjustments, and then rebrand ourselves accordingly. Why even talk about branding, though, on a health and wellness podcast? Isn't that something relegated to boardrooms, marketing teams, and social media influencers? Well, yes, but it may be even more important to us as individuals since our brand directly influences every aspect of our lives. From interactions with friends to promotions at work, our brand is the shorthand methodology used by those around us to decide whether they choose to open door number one, which is us. You see, our brains are predictive machines. We don't go through a full analysis with each decision. Instead, we use branding to enhance those predictions and make the most effective decisions across all aspects of life. Now, some of you are thinking, well, people just need to get to know the real me. Then they'd know. I've got some bad news. That's not reality. According to researchers Russell Bernard and Peter Kilworth, the average person knows 600 people. How many of those 600 can we really get to know deeply? 5? Maybe 10? Okay. Then what about the other 590? Branding fills the gaps. We all have a brand, but only a few of us invest the time to ensure it's an accurate reflection of who we really are and who we're becoming, rather than passively accepting the brand the world often inaccurately places upon us. Rather than seeing our brand as some artificial mask that covers up the real me, we can instead tune into our brand as an authentic, accurate reflection of who we are, the life we live, and the impact we desire to have. To get a sense of your current brand, begin by asking yourself the following. What am I known for by friends, family members, and coworkers? What roles am I encouraged or expected to play in both personal and professional settings? What do these answers indicate about that personal brand? To get a sense of your current brand, begin by asking yourself the following. What am I known for by friends, family members, or coworkers? What roles am I encouraged or expected to play in both personal and professional settings? What do these answers indicate about my current personal brand? Why did I select that brand? Or did I just fall into it? And is that brand still accurate for who I am, what I'm doing, and what I'm looking to do going forward? Then, consider the future of the person with that brand. Is this the person I want to be, the life I want to live, the people I want to spend time around, the contributions I want to make? Depending on your answers, maybe it's time for a rebrand. Even if our current brand is solid, it may no longer apply to who we have become and who we're looking to develop into going forward. As we began our 17th year as an organization, we made the decision to rebrand. The company we founded way back in 2007, U.S. Corporate Wellness, originally offered organizations across the country all things wellness related. Portal, group challenges, coaching, health assessments, biometric screening services, and more. We did everything for corporations across the U.S. And so our name, our brand, reflected that perfectly. Over time, though, coaching rose to the top. It was coaching, not general wellness services, that defined who we were, which meant our public brand was no longer accurate. After months of reflection, focus group discussions, guidance from mentors and others, we made the big announcement. U.S. Corporate Wellness would become Catalyst Coaching 360, focusing exclusively on providing best-in-class coaching for employers, EAPs, and other wellness providers. While it was tough to let go of the brand we'd spent 16 years establishing, we soon discovered it was a powerful step forward. Which brings us back to you and your brand. Is it clear or generic? Is it current or based on who you were 10 or maybe even 30 years ago? Finally, is it congruent with your goals, skills, and values? Or was it essentially signed to you by someone else, maybe a parent, boss, sibling, coworker, or teacher? Rather than passively accepting the outdated, incorrectly assigned, or generic brand of your past, maybe you'd like to join us in this rebranding process. Identify the person you are becoming, the things you're providing to the world, the impact you're having or desiring to have. What does that brand look like? Now imagine a future in which the brand you've identified is an accurate reflection of those things. Can you feel a little extra excitement about living out the story you're in the process of writing? Rebranding isn't easy. It can be scary, exhausting, and even confusing, both to ourselves and those around us. But once it's in place, I can promise you the clarity and energy it brings to the journey is well worth the steps along the way. Thanks for tuning into the Catalyst 360 podcast. Please contact us about pursuing your MBHWC approved health and wellness coach certification or integrating best-in-class coaching into your organization, EAP, or wellness services. Results at catalystcoaching360.com. And now it's time to be a catalyst. Make it a great rest of your week, and thanks for being part of the Catalyst community.